Hey, welcome to the Board Game Network. I'm going to be unboxing this game called Cuba Libre, Castro's Insurgency 1957 to 1958. Put out by GMT Games, designed by Volko Ruke and Jeff Grossman. This is the second in the coin series. Cuba Revolution success in the West. In December 1956, paroled rebel Fidel Castro returned to Cuba to launch his revolution with a tiny force, which was quickly attacked and fled into the mountains. 2 years later, through masterful propaganda and factional maneuver, Castro, his brother Raúl, and iconic revolutionary Che Guevara had united disparate guerrillas and exploited Cubans' deep opposition to their dictator Batista. Castro's takeover of the country became a model for leftist insurgency. Cuba Libre takes 1 to 4 players into the Cuban Revolution. Castro's 26 July movement must expand from its camps in the Sierra Maestra mountains to fight its way to Havana. Meanwhile, anti-communist student groups, urban guerrillas, and expatriates try to destabilize the Batista regime and stave off a new dictatorship under Castro. Batista's government must maintain steam to counter the twin insurgencies while managing 2 benefactors, an eroding U.S. alliance, and a corrupting crime syndicate. In the turmoil, Meyer Lansky and his syndicate bosses will jockey to keep their Cuban gangster paradise alive. Cuba Libre features the same game system as Andean Abyss from GMT Games and is easy to learn. Like Coin Series Volume 1, Cuba Libre is equally playable solitaire or by multiple players up to 4 and with a shorter time to completion, but Cuba Libre's strategic challenges are new. 4 unique roles and a deck of fresh events will bring 1950s Cuba to life on your tabletop. This shows a 5 for complexity, 5 out of 9, and a solitaire suitability of a 9 out of 9. See if I can get this open. There we go. Second printing here of the rules. We got the sequence of play, we got the operations, special activities, events, propaganda rounds, victory, non-player factions, and 16 pages of rules. We got some key term index at the back, a picture of our tokens, and the setup right here on the back. Isn't that nice? And we have the playbook. Cuba Libre tutorial. Wow, this is nice. Kind of like the Twilight Struggle one that has a extended example of play, which really helps. Kudos to any game that puts examples, a lot of examples, or something like this, even if they think it's a simple game. Here's the 1-player example of play. There's the Myth of Foco, F-O-C-O. Design notes by Jeff Grossman. Event text and background. Card list. Special activities, insurgent operations, government syndicate, directorio. Looks like we got four of those cards. Non-player government operations, non-player syndicate, non-player directorio, non-players 26 July. Looks like we got two of those. We have a sequence of play. So a counter sheet. Bag of baggies. A deck of cards. Come comrades, the 12. Vilma Espen, Morgan. Bunch of different cards. There's propaganda. Here we got a bunch of wooden tokens. We got some pawns, just some cylinders, some octagons, some dice, some cubes. We got a board in a Ziploc bag. Okay, there is our board for Cuba Libre. We have sequence of play here. We've got a legend here on the side, U.S. Alliance, available directorio forces, insurgent capabilities. Here's available forces for July 26. Available syndicate forces, available government forces, and it looks like we got a counter point track, victory point track here up in around the edge. So that's Cuba Libre. It's got a nice piece of artwork on your cover there. Put up by GMT Games. Make sure you tune into all of our videos here at the Board Game Network.